Welcome back to another episode of It's Time for Beer. I am Brandon. Now, today we're going to be continuing with our pumpkin beer series, and today is going to be Cisco Brewing's Pumple Drumkin. This brewery is out of Nantucket, Massachusetts. Now, this beer cost $2.99 for this single 12-ounce bottle. I'm not 100% sure what the six-pack cost is because I didn't see any in the store at the time. There was no information about hops, there's no information about malt, and there's no information pretty much about anything else in the beer. Just that it is a pumpkin beer. It's 6% alcohol by volume. That's pretty much the only information I could find about the beer. The date code on the bottle, I'm not 100% sure if this is actually the date code, but there's kind of a digital inscription here, kind of like a dot matrix printer. It says 233209:42 on an internet site that I'll post a link below and I've used a couple of times. It says the best by date is only on the case. So anyway, let's get this into a glass and I'll let you know how it looks, smells, tastes, and I'll let you know whether it is worth your money. On Nantucket, a pumple named Drumkin brewed up some great ale with his pumpkins. One and all came to savor the delicious flavor, then wobbled around quite a bit like bumpkins. At Cisco, they thought, "This is delish. Let's make some more because we wish to please all the tourists and locals and purists with the best ale we can accomplish." All right, on the pour, this beer had a nice, well, probably an inch worth of head that formed, and as I swirl it around, a nice, thick, creamy head forms. It looks really nice. It's only slightly hazy. It's got a nice, kind of a reddish color. I can see some carbonation coming up through the bottom. It's not super carbonated, but I can definitely see a nice steady stream of bubbles. Oh wow, that smells really good. Let me clarify, it doesn't smell like a pumpkin ale. It actually smells very similar to Thomas Creek's Appalachian Amber Ale, if anybody's ever had that. So I'm not detecting any pumpkin in the aroma. All right, the taste of Cisco Brewing's Pumple Drumkin. Cheers. Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't detect any pumpkin anything in this beer. This tastes like a nice amber, like a dark amber. I don't get any pumpkin flavor, any pumpkin aroma at all. Is it a good beer? Yes. If you're looking for a pumpkin beer, is this the one for you? Probably not. I'm pretty disappointed in the fact that I was looking for a really good pumpkin ale and I just ended up getting a regular dark amber ale. I'm reaching, but I can't detect anything above a strong malt base and, you know, the presence of the bittering from the bittering hops. But I don't taste much of anything else. I was really expecting this to be a nice pumpkin ale. It's not. If you were looking for a nice pumpkin flavored ale, not lots of pumpkin pie spice and creamy and just what you would think of from a pumpkin spiced beer, this is not it. And I'm going to make my grade and my judgment based on that. In the pumpkin style beer, I would probably give this a D. It doesn't taste like a pumpkin ale at all. If you're looking for a pumpkin ale, this is getting a D because there is no pumpkin anything about this beer. If you're looking for a decent beer and it happens to call itself pumpkin ale, it's a good beer. I would probably give this a B+, a B to a B plus in the range of, is it a good beer? Yes, it is. But it's not a pumpkin beer. It is the farthest thing from a pumpkin beer. This tastes exactly like any other typical dark ambered ale that I've ever had. I paid $2.99 for just this bottle because it was billed as a pumpkin beer. It isn't. And if you're looking for a good pumpkin craft beer, then you're paying way too much for this because there's nothing here. And I was very, very disappointed in that. I can get this exact identical flavor for a beer that's only going to cost me $7 for a six-pack for most other craft beers. But to pay, looking at $12 or more for a six-pack of this, and they probably only sell it in four-packs, so it's way too expensive. I'm very depressed about the fact that I paid $2.99 for this looking for a pumpkin spiced beer. So that's my verdict on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've ever had this and it's actually been pumpkin flavored, pumpkin spice, let me know, because maybe this was either an old batch or a bad batch, or maybe they forgot to throw the pumpkin and the pumpkin spice in. I don't know. But that is my opinion on this beer. So drink what you like, enjoy what you drink, and I will see you next time with another pumpkin beer review.